Which of the following is not part of the basic three-step procedure for shifting up? A. Release the accelerator, push in the clutch, and shift to neutral. B. Release the clutch and press the accelerator. C. Push in the clutch and shift to the higher gear at the same time. D. Speed up while the clutch is pressed halfway down. Answer: D. The correct upshifting procedure involves clutch control and matching engine speed to the next gear. Accelerating with the clutch halfway down can cause damage to the transmission and clutch plate. When starting your vehicle from a stop, you should: A. Release the clutch quickly to move faster. B. Engage the clutch slowly and smoothly. C. Accelerate hard while letting go of the clutch. D. Hold the clutch halfway until the truck starts rolling. Answer: B. Starting smoothly prevents jerking and mechanical stress. Releasing the clutch too quickly or riding it halfway can cause wear and reduce control. When backing your vehicle, you should: A. Always rely on your mirrors only. B. Get out and look before backing. C. Keep both hands off the wheel. D. Use your horn continuously. Answer: B. The CDL handbook emphasizes GOAL, get out and look. Check behind your vehicle before backing up, and use a spotter whenever possible for safety. Which of the following statements about speed and stopping distance is true? A. Doubling your speed doubles your stopping distance. B. Doubling your speed triples your stopping distance. C. Doubling your speed increases your stopping distance by 4 times. D. Speed has no effect on stopping distance. Answer: C. Stopping distance increases with the square of speed. If you double your speed, you'll need about 4 times the distance to stop safely. When driving through work zones, you should: A. Keep a safe distance from construction workers and equipment. B. Turn on your flashers to warn other drivers. C. Accelerate to pass quickly. D. Ignore flaggers if no barriers are visible. Answer: A. Work zones require lower speeds and increased caution. Maintain extra space and follow posted signs and flagger directions to ensure everyone's safety. What should you do when driving on a slippery road? A. Brake hard to maintain traction. B. Speed up slightly to keep control. C. Make smooth, gentle turns and avoid sudden moves. D. Turn sharply to stay straight. Answer: C. On slippery surfaces, smooth control is crucial. Avoid hard braking, sharp steering, or sudden acceleration to prevent skidding. When making a left turn where there are 2 left turn lanes, you should: A. Always start and finish in the rightmost lane. B. Start in the leftmost lane and finish in the same lane. C. Switch lanes during the turn for easier access. D. Make the turn as wide as possible into any lane. Answer: B. Stay in your designated lane throughout the turn. Crossing lane lines during a turn is illegal and dangerous, especially with long commercial vehicles. You are driving at night and your headlights suddenly go out. You should: A. Stop immediately in the lane. B. Slow down gradually and pull off the road. C. Turn on your high beams right away. D. Drive using your hazard lights only. Answer: B. If headlights fail, slow down gradually, use emergency flashers, and pull safely off the road. Never stop abruptly in the lane, as it increases crash risk. If your vehicle hydroplanes, you should: A. Brake hard to regain control. B. Turn the wheel back and forth rapidly. C. Release the accelerator and push the clutch in. D. Accelerate slightly to dry the tires. Answer: C. Hydroplaning happens when tires lose contact with the road due to water buildup. Ease off the accelerator and disengage the clutch to regain traction, avoid braking or steering sharply. When you park a heavy vehicle on a grade, uphill or downhill, you should: A. Use parking brakes only. B. Turn wheels toward the curb if facing downhill. C. Leave the transmission in neutral. D. Rely only on wheel chocks. Answer, B. Always use the parking brake and turn wheels toward the curb when facing downhill, away from the curb if uphill. This prevents the vehicle from rolling into traffic. How often should you check your cargo? A. Within the first 50 miles after beginning a trip. B. Every 150 miles or every 3 hours. C. After every break you take during driving. D. All of the above. Answer, D. Federal regulations require drivers to inspect their cargo within the first 50 miles after starting a trip, then every 150 miles or 3 hours, and after each rest stop. This ensures cargo remains properly secured during travel. A commercial motor vehicle, CMV, is defined as A. A vehicle with a gross weight over 26,001 pounds. B. A vehicle transporting hazardous materials. C. A vehicle transporting 16 or more passengers. D. All of the above. Answer, D. All these vehicles qualify as CMVs under federal law. Any vehicle over 26,001 pounds, carrying hazardous materials, or designed to transport 16 or more passengers including the driver. Suspension systems. A. Keep the load secure. B. Keep the axles in place. C. Keep the brake drums from failing. D. Keep the steering wheel tight. Answer, B. The suspension system's main job is to hold the vehicle's axles in place and support the load evenly. It ensures stability, smooth handling, and consistent contact between tires and the road. At 55 miles per hour, it takes about 6 seconds to stop a fully loaded truck, and the braking distance is A. About the length of a football field or 100 yards. B. About a quarter mile. C. About 2 truck lengths. D. About 2 car lengths. Answer, A. A fully loaded truck traveling at 55 miles per hour requires roughly 6 seconds and about 100 yards, the length of a football field, to stop, considering perception, reaction, and braking distance combined. Which of the following statements about downshifting is not true? A. Downshift before starting down a hill. B. Downshift before entering a curve. C. Downshift when you get to the bottom of a hill. D. Downshift before climbing a hill. Answer, C. You should downshift before descending or entering a curve, not at the bottom of a hill. Shifting too late can cause loss of control or brake failure due to increased speed. Tires should be replaced. A. When the tread separates. B. When there are broken valve stems. C. If the tread depth on your front tires is less than 4/32 inch deep. D. All of the above. Answer, D. All these conditions make tires unsafe. Federal law requires at least 4/32 inch tread depth on front tires and 2/32 inch on others. Any damage like tread separation or broken valve stems means immediate replacement. Which of the following statements about overhead space is true? A. The heights posted at bridges are usually accurate. B. The weight of the cargo changes a truck's height. C. Warning lights are always installed on low bridges and overpasses. D. An empty van is lower than a loaded one. Answer, B. Cargo weight compresses a truck's suspension, changing its height. Bridge clearances can vary with repaving or loads, so drivers must always watch their vehicle height and avoid assumptions. In the event of an accident, you should remember to do the following except A. Move the victims out of the way immediately. B. Protect the area. C. Notify authorities. D. Stop any bleeding and keep the victims warm. Answer, A. You should not move injured people unless they are in immediate danger, e.g., fire. Instead, protect the scene, call for help, and provide first aid if trained. When accelerating. A. Always use the parking brake to slow down. B. Do not engage the clutch before you take your foot off the brake. C. Speed up smoothly and gradually and avoid jerking. D. Hammer down when your wheels start to spin. Answer, C. Smooth, gradual acceleration prevents wheel spin, loss of traction, and damage to cargo. Jerky starts can cause mechanical stress or load shifting. Your vehicle is going down a long hill and your brakes begin to fail. What should you do? A. Pump the brake pedal. B. Downshift. C. Put the gears in neutral. D. Look for an escape ramp or an escape route. Answer: D. In brake failure, your top priority is safety. Look for an escape ramp or emergency route to stop the vehicle. Downshifting helps control speed, but escape ramps are the safest solution. When driving a vehicle with anti-lock brakes, ABS, you should: A. Pump the brakes to keep them from locking. B. Brake as you always have, the system will automatically prevent skidding. C. Push the brake pedal harder than normal. D. Turn off the system when driving on slippery roads. Answer: B. ABS automatically prevents the wheels from locking. Apply steady, firm pressure to the brakes, do not pump. The system helps maintain steering control during hard braking. When should you downshift an automatic transmission? A. Only when going uphill. B. Only when the engine RPMs are low. C. Before starting down a steep hill. D. Never. Automatic transmissions shift themselves. Answer: C. Before descending a hill, downshift to help control speed and prevent brake overheating. This technique is necessary even with automatic transmissions that allow manual gear control. What is a good rule for using your mirrors? A. Check them once every mile. B. Check them only before changing lanes. C. Check them regularly, every 5 to 8 seconds. D. Use them only at night. Answer: C. Frequent mirror checks help you stay aware of traffic on all sides. Professional drivers are trained to check mirrors every 5 to 8 seconds and before any lane change, turn, or brake. The most important reason for doing a vehicle inspection is: A. To comply with company policy. B. To prevent breakdowns on the road. C. For safety, to find and correct problems before driving. D. Because it is required by DOT. Answer: C. The primary reason for pre-trip inspections is safety. Finding problems before driving prevents crashes, breakdowns, and violations. It's both a legal and safety requirement. Which of the following will help you stay alert while driving? A. Eating heavy meals. B. Rolling down the window for air. C. Taking regular rest breaks every 2 hours or 100 miles. D. Drinking coffee constantly. Answer: C. Regular breaks help reduce fatigue. Coffee and air provide only short-term relief. The real solution is rest, stretching, and proper sleep. If your vehicle starts to skid, you should: A. Steer in the direction you want the vehicle to go. B. Brake hard immediately. C. Turn the wheel opposite to the skid. D. Speed up to straighten out. Answer: A. Always steer in the direction you want the front of the vehicle to go. Avoid braking or accelerating until traction is regained. If you are driving through fog, you should: A. Use your high beam headlights. B. Use your low beam headlights. C. Drive with your hazard lights on. D. Follow the vehicle in front closely. Answer: B. Use low beams in fog because high beams reflect light off the fog particles, reducing visibility. Maintain extra following distance. When driving at night, you should: A. Look directly into oncoming headlights. B. Keep your eyes moving and use your low beams within 500 feet of another vehicle. C. Use your high beams at all times. D. Drive faster to reduce glare. Answer: B. At night, look to the right edge of your lane to avoid glare from oncoming lights. Use low beams within 500 feet of approaching vehicles. Why should you never remove a radiator cap on a hot engine? A. It could ruin the cooling system. B. The cap is difficult to remove. C. Hot steam and liquid can cause severe burns. D. It will reduce the coolant level. Answer: C. The cooling system is pressurized. Removing the cap while hot can cause boiling coolant to spray out, resulting in serious burns. Always wait until the engine cools. If your brakes fade on a downgrade, you should A. Downshift and use the engine to slow down. B. Pump the brakes repeatedly to build pressure. C. Stop immediately and check your air pressure. D. Drive in a lower gear until they cool. Answer: A. Brake fade occurs when brakes overheat. Downshifting lets the engine help control speed and prevents further heat buildup in the brake system. To correct a drive-wheel braking skid, you should A. Pump the brake. B. Steer in the opposite direction. C. Release the brake and steer/countersteer. D. Accelerate quickly. Answer: C. A drive-wheel braking skid happens when the wheels lock up. You should immediately release the brakes to regain traction and then steer in the direction you want the vehicle to go. Once control is regained, use light, controlled braking if needed. If you must stop on the shoulder of the road, you should place warning devices at all of the following places except A. Within 10 feet of the front or rear corners. B. About 100 feet behind your vehicle. C. About 100 feet in front of your vehicle. D. On the other side of a divided highway. Answer: D. Warning devices should be placed within 10 feet of the vehicle, front and rear, 100 feet behind, and 100 feet ahead on the same side. You do not place them on the opposite side of a divided highway. Which of the following statements about stopping distances is not true? A. Empty trucks require greater stopping distances because they have less traction. B. Trucks traveling on ice or snow require greater stopping distances. C. Brakes, tires, springs and shocks are designed to work best when the truck is empty. D. Trucks traveling at higher speeds require greater stopping distances. Answer: C. Brakes, tires, and suspension systems are designed to work best when the vehicle is fully loaded, not empty. Empty trucks actually take longer to stop because they have less traction and can bounce more easily. What is the reason the exhaust system should be checked? A. A leaking exhaust system can allow poisonous fumes into the cab. B. A leaking exhaust system can promote poor fuel mileage. C. A leaking exhaust system can be caused by snow and rain. D. A leaking exhaust system can hamper your visibility. Answer: A. Exhaust leaks can allow deadly carbon monoxide to enter the driver's cab, especially when windows are closed. Regular inspection prevents poisoning and ensures emissions and noise control. When is the road likely to be more slippery? A. After a hard rain. B. After it has been raining lightly for 30 minutes. C. When it has just begun to rain. D. After the rain has ended. Answer: C. The road is most slippery at the start of rainfall, when oil, grease, and dirt rise to the surface. As the rain continues, these wash away and traction improves slightly. What is the first thing to do if your vehicle catches fire while driving? A. Open the door and jump out of the vehicle. B. Pull off the road and park in an open area. C. Find a service station to pull into. D. Open the hood and let the flames die down. Answer: B. Pull off the road to a safe, open area away from buildings, trees, or other vehicles. Shut off the engine and evacuate. Never open the hood, as more oxygen can intensify the fire. Which of the following is not true when driving through a curve? A. You should slow down before the curve. B. You should brake during the curve. C. The higher your truck's center of gravity is, the easier it is to roll over. D. You should be in a gear that allows you to accelerate during the curve. Answer: B. Never brake during a curve. Braking can cause skidding or loss of control. Always slow down before entering the curve and shift to the proper gear beforehand. When using turn signals, which of the following should be avoided? A. Signal just before you start to make a turn. B. Signal when you want to change lanes. C. Signal before you exit. D. Signal when you are merging into traffic. Answer A. Always signal well before turning or changing lanes, at least 100 feet ahead or 5 seconds on highways. Signaling too late can confuse other drivers and cause collisions. Safe drivers maintain space around their vehicles for the following reasons except A. In case you must stop suddenly. B. In case there are cars following too closely. C. In case there is an obstacle in the road. D. In case you need to test your brakes. Answer D. Space cushions are for safety, not for testing brakes. They allow reaction time in emergencies, protect against tailgatters, and prevent collisions with obstacles or sudden stops. In the event of a tire failure, you should A. Stay off the brake and hold the steering wheel firmly. B. Pump the brakes until you come to a stop. C. Accelerate quickly until you find a place to pull over. D. Disengage the clutch so you are in neutral gear. Answer A. When a tire fails, grip the steering wheel firmly, stay off the brakes, and let the vehicle slow down gradually. Braking suddenly can cause loss of control. Once slowed, pull safely off the road.